That's right, I sponsored a Kardashians Instagram giveaway just for you guys to be able to see if Instagram giveaways really work. Hey, this is Peng Joon here, and today I'm going to be showing you behind the scenes to what happened after I sponsored and paid for this giveaway that was $11,000 sponsoring Khloe Kardashian's giveaway. First of all, if you take a look at Khloe Kardashian's recent post, 2 hours ago, you will see that she made this post that had, 922,000 likes from just 2 hours ago. And you'll see that it says, if you want to win 50K with all these bags here, you gotta follow this person and you gotta follow everyone that this account is following as well. And I am one of these 75 people. And if you're new to this, by the end of this video, you're gonna be able to discover if Instagram giveaways actually work, if it's all a scam. But you'll see that these are all of the sponsors. I've got 2 of them who are my friends. And you'll see that a lot of them are in markets or niche that could be appealing to Kardashians followers. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be showing you the numbers here today as well on what actually happened and if you should be doing Instagram giveaways, if it's a great strategy or if it is an absolute waste of money. Now, I would like you to notice what's happening over here. So to first understand if Instagram giveaways work, if it's a great strategy to building a following, to monetizing, or is it all just surface level likes and following? This case study will show you exactly if it's worth it. So notice what happened, okay? So first of all, in order to make this happen, there are 3 main parties involved, okay, which is represented by these 3 boxes over here. The first person is the influencer. Now this would be the Kardashian. In this scenario over here, there's the influencer who has a huge following. Now every influencer, big or small, they all want to monetize. But they don't want to deal with a lot of different people. So what they normally do is they will hook up with some sort of agency. And what this agency would do is they will organize these type of giveaways. And what this agency will do is they will look for people who either want to build up their social media following or perhaps get verified on Instagram or want to increase their credibility. So what this agency would do is they would get about 50 to 100 different sponsors to join this giveaway, and let's just call this people who want to have Instagram growth. So these could be people who want to get a bigger following. This could be people who are in a market that is similar to this person. So you notice that this Instagram growth, there were a lot of somehow plastic surgeons, people selling makeup and beauty and cosmetics and all that kind of stuff, right? Because they think that if somebody follows this influencer, chances are if they were to market this product to this influencer, there's a good chance that they could monetize. Okay, we'll find out if that's true in a second. So agency pitches this to 75 to 100 people. So for a case study like this was 11,000. Now this is actually lower than market. I believe that the market rate is much higher. We have mutual friends in common and we did some deal with the organizer. But ultimately, if I were to do some quick math here, 75 people sponsoring this giveaway at 11,000, a total of $825,000. This person, agency, approaches influencer and say, hey influencer, how would you like to get paid, I don't know, $400,000 for making a post? Now, by the way, this is not any ordinary post. This is literally the pitch. The pitch is, unlike a normal post where you have to pimp out your brand or your name and say and endorse this product and say, hey, this is a great product, buy this product. It's nothing like that. Literally, the pitch is you're gonna make a post on your feed and it's gonna literally say, I wanna thank and reward you guys for being my followers. And I'm giving away, say, $50,000 in prizes, which is what Khloe Kardashian did. We'll pay the $50,000. On top of that, we will pay you, I don't know, whatever, $400,000 for making this post. It is said that Kim Kardashian cost $1 million for one Instagram post, but that's to endorse something. This is literally for giving money away. So the influencer now, it's an easy sell. Why? Because they get to make money. Their followers are happy. because they're literally giving away money that's being paid by this, that's being paid by these people. Sometimes I see people saying, is Instagram giveaways a scam? Do these people really give out the money? They do. And the reason is because these people are not coming out with the money. It is these people that's actually forking out the bill. So the question is, was it worth it? By the way, if you guys like these kind of behind the scene videos, be sure to smash the like button. Let me know in the comments below if you'd like to see more of these type of behind the scene videos. And make sure you hit the notification button, because if you want to be notified for future videos like this one, we're going to be releasing a lot of videos just like this to show you exactly what we're testing behind the scenes, so to be able to see these numbers firsthand. Okay, so back to the numbers. Okay, I'm gonna go into my laptop right now and I am going into Social Blade to see the numbers of what has been happening. Okay, no giveaway. Giveaway. I would say that how much is attributed to this giveaway is maybe about 120,000, give or take. So 120,000 followers, which we all know doesn't mean anything, it's just a vanity metric. But I want to find out if there is real monetization in 120,000 of pure random people that's not targeted. So on top of that, you'll notice there are drop-offs after. Why? Because people followed me just to win the prizes. They're not interested in who Peng Joon is or what it is that Peng Joon does. And a typical dropout rate, I'm guessing, is about 30%. So this might be the case, you know, and not forgetting that, you know, there are usually, you know, the usual organic likes as well. So let's say it's 80,000 followers. I want to be able to see if there is monetization in 80,000 random people. So the way to think about is Instagram growth for you is by looking at these few different factors. First of all, it is to look at the amount you're paying versus the expected followers. If it's a totally random audience, if you watch all my other videos, I'm all about ROI, monetization. 80,000 likes, followers, comments, all these means nothing, it's just a vanity metric. So I want to understand the math behind it. If I have 80,000 people who genuinely follow me, I know that approximately 5% of people that follow me will view my Instagram story. Now this is a hot audience, by the way, so it's somebody that genuinely followed me because they were interested in my content. So I know that if this was a normal following, which is not, okay, we'll come to that in a second, I know that that would be 4,000 story views. Make sense? And I know that out of 4,000 people that view my story, if I were to do a swipe up campaign, meaning every time I do a story and I say, hey guys, I just released this thing, and if you would like to check out product name, all you need to do is swipe up. So every time I have a call to action and I do a swipe up campaign, which is unlocked once you have 10,000 followers, I know that 10% will swipe up. 10% of people swiping up is equal to 400 clicks. That means 400 people visiting my website, my funnel, my sales process, my free plus shipping, my webinar, my whatever. Now in most cases, if you were to pay for a click on Facebook, cost per click will cost me about $1. And usually, if I send people to some sort of sales process, a webinar, I know that my earnings per click is about 3. Now, depends on the funnel type, depends on the whether it's a webinar, whether it's high ticket. This number will vary, but give or take, I know that it's about $3. So, if I were to add these two numbers up, this means that the amount it would have saved me plus the amount it would have made me is approximately $4 every time I do a swipe up campaign. That gives me 400 clicks. So 400 multiplied by 4 would be $1,600 every time I do a swipe up campaign for a normal audience. Another way to think about this could be if 400 people visited your website and if you had a decent conversion of say 5% for a $50 product, that's another way to calculate. 5% and a $50 product, if you have 400 clicks, that would be 20 sales. 20 sales multiplied by 50 would be about $1,000. So it's kind of similar, right? So this is assuming a 5% conversion of $50 product. If you take into account cost per click, $1 a click, yeah, it's about 1,400 clicks here. So if this is for a normal 80,000 followers, The question now would be, if all you did was one swipe up campaign once a week, how much would that be? However, there's a big however, okay? And a big however is a very big but, just like Kardashian's butt. Not a very tasteful joke, I guess. But the goal here is to see if there's ROI on these 80,000 followers, because this is not a normal follower, right? These are people who just wanted to join for the sake of joining. So what I do, my train of thought is, and time will tell, by the way, is I want to dilute this 5 times. I want to be able to say, you know what, to be conservative, because these people, after watching this for a day, 3 days, 5 days, 10 days, the people who's not interested, they're gonna unfollow. And that's why the unfollow is gonna be like 30%, 40%. I'm assuming that if they continue staying, they're gonna be 5 times less interested than a normal audience that would normally follow me. Would you say that's a pretty fair assumption? Okay, and if it is a fair assumption, that means that this number over here is diluted 5 times. So how I think about this then is, do I want to pay 11K in order to build an asset that gives me, so 5 times less this amount, that would be 1,006 divided by 5, would be to build an asset that allows me to give a $320 additional amount every time I swipe up. And if I only did a swipe up campaign once a week, so 4 times a month, do I want to pay $11,000 that gives me an additional $1,280 a month? So based on these assumptions, we have to make these predictions based on assumptions. The ROI would be there after 10 months. So from a mathematical standpoint, the answer would be a yes. Now the thing is, I want to challenge my own numbers and I want to see where the flaw is in this thinking. Why don't you let me know? Do you think I'm being over optimistic? Am I being very conservative? Where is there a flaw in these numbers? Now, time will tell, because I'm literally doing it right now and I'm trying to segregate the before and after with the same exact campaign. And by the way, if you like this kind of case studies and if you want to see the test and the result of this test, in terms of the exact ad, the exact monetization, and what it is that happened before and after, be sure to subscribe, because we're going to be revealing it to you once we hit 100,000 subs. Okay, the moment we do that, I'm going to be revealing to you exactly the numbers if indeed this theory holds up. Let me know in the comments below if you think this theory holds up. As you probably know, in every single video, we've been giving $100 in our giveaway just to random people who comment. So make sure you leave a comment below to let me know your thoughts as well. So this is literally how Instagram giveaways work. Let me know if you are somebody that's thinking about doing Instagram giveaways. I want to add one last thing. Instagram giveaways are not for everyone. Do this only if you are in a market that is catered to the masses. So if you're selling something like beauty, exercise, lifestyle, money, investments, things that is for the mass audience, where it's okay for you to have a large amount of random people suddenly following you, then it will be good. But if not, in most cases, I would not depend on Instagram giveaways as a way to generate Instagram growth, other than those reasons or the intangible reasons like social media proof, getting you the gigs if necessary, or even getting you Instagram verified, because that is one of the many factors that Instagram looks at. Hope you enjoyed this video. As always, let me know in the chat below your biggest takeaway. Be sure to smash the like button and hit subscribe for future videos like this one. This is Peng Joon. I enjoyed doing this video. Hope you did as well, and I'll see you in the next one.